2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss to the Golden State Warriors. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
You think about his career. He's been a dominant presence for so many years. That's Dwight Howard. He came into the league right out of high school, played all 82 games, and played well.
Covington. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, what confidence from the rangy swing man. I mean, he knows what it takes to convert from there.
Buries it from three-point range.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense. Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here. Now, Chris, tonight we see two teams with a lot of upside and still realizing what they can do, where their season can go.
It's a look into the future of the league, Kevin, and you gotta love it. It's always exciting to watch the young players develop.
Back to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. No good on the triple. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Count it. Caldwell Pope's got his first basket. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. To the paint. Here's Mirotic. Back to Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. And it's good for 2. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Back to Mirotic. It's blocked.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 5-point game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Now here's Westbrook. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Cans it from downtown. Mirotic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Howard. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Back to Westbrook. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. An even 3-on-3 break. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Castro Olynyk works for three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Denver leading by 9. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shape as he'll hound you through screen. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Lynn. And that one, good. Lynn's got his first 2 points.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Lynn. Oh, Fareed in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
That's the second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
For Denver, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Now here's Lynn. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
And so it's Denver. 13 points up at the end. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Nuggets so far.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Chris, one strength for the Kings has been their bench.
Well, the reserves have carried them at times. I mean, for a young team, though, you're developing guys, and you like that competition. The subs pushing their counterparts in the starting lineup, that's not a bad thing.
Here is Lynn. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Kings trail by 15. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fareed. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. They grab their own miss. Outside Hood. From deep three-point range. Martin with it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Scooped up.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
Pass to Fareed. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really have the same effect.
And so Lynn will bring it up for Sacramento. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. It's deflected. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And here's Westbrook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that sends Domantas Sabonis to the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game. Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Now here's Westbrook. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
No good from Booker. The Nuggets leading by 16. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there. Great 3-and-D guy. The ultimate role player on a team. And he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Westbrook.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
.11 left here in the second. Denver leading by 17. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
Here's Arcidiacono. Here's Burks. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Arcidiacono. Shot on the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Joseph. Burks covering. Good. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. Here's Arcidiacono. Back to Olynyk. Goes back up. And that one's good. Arcidiacono. Arcidiacono's got his first points of the night.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate. And that feed was phenomenal.
Here's Howard. Shoots over Monroe. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nuggets have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
And their numbers from the line last season.
And so it's Denver closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day in the court.
Good stuff. Lynn with the steal. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. It's good. 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain that.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Green. He goes up again. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A nice shot by Lynn.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots. And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pass to Anunoby. Burks looking around. In the corner, it's Lynn. It's stolen by Livingston. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Inside. Here's Howard. Good work defensively by Monroe. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
5 on the clock. Pass to Arcidiacono. Second chance shot. Monroe's shot is good. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Howard. The Nuggets with another miss.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
Aston Waba. Here's Arcidiacono. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Burks. Nails the baby hook.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Denver calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Here is Livingston. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Nuggets lead by 20. To the paint. From 11 feet away. Sabonis, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Westbrook drives in. The layup missed.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. The rebound by Marjanovic.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
Good. Livingston's got 6.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Well, give the coach a little credit. There's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve. Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nuggets have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Outside Westbrook. Outside Mirotic. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The Nuggets have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. And the first one drops.
Shooting for Denver.
Good on both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To the left wing. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Livingston. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very active. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Denver. Up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Antetokounmpo. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Antetokounmpo's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets. Westbrook drives in. No good from Hernan-Gomez. And here are the Nuggets now. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Marjanovic with the second effort. And the layup is up and in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Westbrook. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Look at that fast release of Mirotic. Just remarkable as a big fella. As soon as the ball arrives, he's prepared to let it go.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Shoots a fader. Again, the Nuggets score. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, yep, but can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
Mirotic brings the double team. Marjanovic down low. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Marjanovic has got 6 in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact. Still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Pass to Sabonis. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
They get the rebound. At the elbow, Martin. Now Hood. Just 5 to shoot. Over Booker. Hood can't get it to go.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. First free throw is good. And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
And the basket by Olynyk. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana. But those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with a mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
That free throw, no good.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
To the middle. Here's Fareed.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.